Have you ever noticed how some people seem to evolve completely, while others struggle to change despite their best efforts? It's a contrast that can leave us wondering why personal transformation comes easily to some and feels impossible for others. This reality often reflects differences in personality, the traits that shape how we think, feel, and act throughout our lives. Personality is not as fixed as we once believed, yet it remains relatively stable for most people. But why is it that some individuals undergo significant change while others don't? The answer lies in a personality trait that affects how much we are able or even inclined to change. But personality change isn't just about how a single trait evolves. It's also about how our entire personality profile, the combination of all 5 traits, shifts over time. In our research, my colleague Joshua Jackson and I found that some people's personality profiles are more stable than others. This means that while your personality might stay largely consistent, someone else's could change significantly. Essentially, stability or instability in personality seems to be a trait in and of itself. This could explain why your best friend seems to have transformed into a new person while you feel like you're stuck in the same habits. Psychologists used to think personality was set in stone, but research has shown that while it's generally stable, it's not entirely unchangeable. Life events, relationships, and aging all play roles in shaping our personalities over time. While we may grow more agreeable or less neurotic as we age, these changes aren't uniform. For example, even though most people become more agreeable over time, some may remain the same or even become less so. This variability isn't limited to one trait. Personality changes happen across all of the big 5 traits: agreeableness, neuroticism, openness, extroversion, and conscientiousness. In our study of more than 20,000 individuals, we discovered that people varied significantly in how consistent their personality profiles were. Some individuals showed high stability with little change in their personality traits over time, while others were more fluid, showing significant changes in their traits. What's fascinating is that these differences in personality stability remained consistent over time. Those who started out with stable personalities remained stable, while those who were more prone to change continued to evolve. This suggests that personality stability is a dispositional characteristic, a quality that some people carry throughout life. So why are some people more stable than others? 3 key factors contribute to personality stability: developmental constants, environmental factors, and random, unpredictable life events. Developmental constants include genetics and early life experiences, which can set a baseline for how stable or unstable someone's personality will be. Environmental factors, such as having a long-term career, a stable partner, or living in the same place for a long time, tend to increase stability by reinforcing a person's identity. Meanwhile, random life events, like a sudden job loss or a personal crisis, can shake things up and lead to personality changes. Most people's level of stability is shaped by a combination of these factors, but developmental constants seem to play the biggest role. In rare cases, environmental or random factors might cause a shift in personality stability, but for most, their level of consistency remains relatively steady. This means that if you're someone who finds it hard to change, it's likely because your personality is naturally more resistant to external influences. On the flip side, if you're someone who changes frequently, it may be due to a combination of your disposition and the life experiences you've encountered. Personality stability has important implications for how we understand ourselves and how we relate to others. If you're highly stable in your personality, it may feel like you're less capable of change. While that doesn't mean change is impossible, it does suggest that your core traits are resistant to outside influences. The upside is that people likely find comfort in knowing what to expect from you, and you can count on a consistent sense of self. However, it also means that reinventing yourself might be more challenging. On the other hand, if your personality is less stable, you may find it easier to adapt and change, but this could leave those around you feeling disoriented by your unpredictability. Yet, the positive side is that you have a natural capacity for transformation and growth. The key is to embrace that ability, rather than view it as a flaw. Understanding personality stability can also help improve our relationships. Just as we accept that a friend is always late or a family member tends to be moody, Recognizing someone's level of personality stability can help us navigate our interactions with them. If a person in your life is prone to change, understanding that this is a defining part of their personality can help you manage your expectations. Conversely, someone with a more rigid personality might frustrate you with their resistance to change, but recognizing that this is simply part of who they are can make it easier to accept them as they are. Most people fall somewhere in the middle when it comes to personality stability. This balance allows for both a sense of self-consistency and the potential for growth. So, even if you feel like you're stuck in your ways, you still have the flexibility to evolve when necessary. And if you're someone who seems to change easily, it's likely that you also maintain a core sense of who you are. Personality traits have long captured the public's imagination because they help us make sense of ourselves and those around us. By adding the concept of personality stability to our understanding, we gain a deeper insight into why some people find it easier to change than others. This knowledge not only enhances our self-awareness, but also improves our relationships with others, as we learn to navigate the complexities of personality consistency. Whether we're naturally stable or prone to change, recognizing this trait can help us better understand our own potential for growth and the dynamics of our relationships.